What's up, Tiger fans? It's the Morgan Thomas Show again with another video. This time, Clemson basketball, and the big question surrounding next season is who will replace Aamir Simms. Before we get into that question or answer that question for you, make sure you like and share this video and also subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can stay up to date with all of our exclusive Clemson content every single week. All right, guys, let's get into the question here. I said, who will replace Aamir Simms? Again, he did it all for the Tigers in the 2020-2021 season. Team leader in points, 13.4, rebounds, 6.4, assists, 2.7, blocks, 0.7. Only person that led a category was Nick Honor, and that was steals at 1.3. So he didn't get steals, but he had literally everything else. And as you know, the offense and defense kind of really went around him. So we're going to miss him as Clemson fans in the basketball arena. We won't be able to see him at Little John Coliseum. But what will Clemson do next year? We know that a couple players have transferred out, that being Clyde Trapp and Omax Prosper. So we'll see what Clemson can do in the transfer portal, and I'm curious to see what the guys think. So we'll start with you, Big Al. I see PJ Hall on my list. Do you think that PJ, is he going to be the guy that can step up and be the replacement, be the go-to guy at that power forward position?
Well, as of right now, I think you have to say it's PJ Hall, really. PJ Hall, huge prospect that Clemson was able to land. High expectations coming in. He can play that position. He kind of got in there a little bit to spell Aamir Simms this past season. He certainly flashed at times. It's going to be whether he can adjust a little bit more in his next year to the college game, whether he's comfortable with being the guy and trusting his ability, knowing the offense and that kind of thing. And I think that's something he's going to have to work on this offseason, and hopefully he'll be ready to be that guy, because Clemson's going to need him to be in a big way. I think another potential option you could kind of see Lynn Kidd, who we didn't get to see much of last year. He only got in a couple games. I think he has that potential, although I think right now PJ Hall is the obvious answer to that. And your other option is to find somebody in the transfer portal. Goodness gracious, the free agency that college basketball has become now is insane. There are new players in the portal every day. I think Clemson will have a really keen eye out there for that and see if they can get a quality person in there. Another big man, I'm sure they're looking for that, as well as probably a scorer as well. Look, there's certainly other options that could play out, but right now, your best bet and the smart money is on PJ Hall.
The roster's looking kind of small right now, other than the point guard position. There's 3 point guards in Dawes, Honor, and Chase Hunter. But I'm looking at the transfer portal, and there's a ton of players out there that are really good players coming from smaller schools, or even, Power 5 teams out there. They're players from those teams that are looking for a new home. Houston, do you think that Clemson will have success as they have had in the past, and Brownell has with the transfer portal coming into this season? I think it's going to get harder and harder as they go, because you got these guys that are transferring. They're looking to go to big time schools now that they're transferring, and really it's not like it is in football, where it's kind of still seen as a negative. In college basketball, the transfer portal is seen as a good thing, a great thing for some of these schools, especially for some of these players. So you think Clemson can still find their diamond in the rough out there?
There's still plenty of opportunities that Clemson can get. It's just, can they nail somebody down? I know they were talking to this big man out of Boston College. He ends up going to Florida. Clemson let a guy in their backyard at Furman slip right through the cracks, and Noah Gurley, who I'd love to have on Clemson's roster, but he's going to Alabama. Clemson's not just going to have to compete with the Dukes and the Kentuckys and the North Carolinas for transfers now. You're having to compete with teams that are recruiting really well, like Alabama and Arkansas and Virginia Tech, schools that you wouldn't necessarily have to compete with, but now their programs are re-energized, and that's a problem. It's a huge problem. Now, to Brownell's credit, he does tend to find good players. He found Nick Honor. He found Jonathan Bear. He found Mark Donnell. I don't know. I can't pronounce his last name. Donnell, I don't know, but he was really good. He was a great find for Clemson. So out of every couple that he finds, he generally gets what he pays for. Not saying that he pays or anything, but I think he can find somebody. But it's just this is a really crucial year, and I think there are some some big time players that Brad Brownell could have pushed himself to get that would have taken Clemson to a higher level than what some people are expecting next year. And he's already sort of behind the 8 ball on that. So it's not really a great look. So can he find somebody? Yes, but he needs to start nailing down somebody right now.
Yeah, he definitely needs to. I think so. I agree with both of you guys. I think if you look at it, there's about 6 or 7 legit players right now on the roster that I feel like could play literally every game. That's not enough, though. I think they need to have a couple more guys coming in. I would even say maybe try to land 3 transfers. I know that's kind of a big number, but I wouldn't mind definitely replacing the 2 that you lost and then getting 2 more or one more at least on top of that. We'd see, but there's some other guys coming in, obviously, that are going to be true freshmen, so we'll see how they work out. But I'm curious to see what Lynn Kidd can do. He was a 4-star guy, but I think PJ Hall showed some flashes that he can handle it. But it's a big shoes to fill because Aamir Simms literally did everything for the Tigers. Hey, let us know in the comments what you think. What will Clemson go into the transfer portal, or will they go maybe another route, or maybe they just stick with the players that they've recruited? Let us know what you think in the comments, or if there's a specific player that you think that Clemson should go after, put in the comments. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Before you leave, make sure you check out Black's Tire Inc. This video is brought to you by Black's Tire Inc. in Westminster, South Carolina. Family owned and operated since 1971. If you need new tires, brakes, alignments, tire repair, or just looking for a friendly professional to help answer your questions, stop by Black's Tire Inc., located 1415 East Main Street, Westminster, South Carolina. Give them a call, 864-647-9292. Let them know that Morgan, Allen, and Houston sent you.